Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, February 15th, 2024. Thursday, February the 15th. Please subscribe, and then subscribe again to this YouTube channel. Ring the notification bell so you can get notified of my videos. Well, I'm going to start with all the good stuff because really there was nothing else on. Now, Sonny is just in his living room. He's just staring at the fireplace, and Ava comes out. Oh, you're home. I was worried you didn't come home all night, and the guards wouldn't say anything. He goes, I was out. She's like, oh, okay. And so she's like, is everything okay? And he goes, like kind of snuffing her off, right? And so she goes, well, I forget what she says, and she walks to the back. So his guard says, boss, someone's here to see you. And actually, Ava said, I have to make a work call. And so she goes to the back. And he goes, boss, someone's here to see you. And Sonny looks little. He knew who it was, right? So Michael comes walking in and Sonny looks, hello, Judas. I love that. Just hello, Judas. And oh, Michael knew he was going to have to face the wrath of Sonny. And face the wrath he did. And yeah, Sonny knew the whole truth, and Michael said, yeah, you know what? I was mad, I was upset at the way you treated mom when you got back. She said she risked her life taking over your organization. And she held everything together only for you to come back and choose Nina over her, even though that wasn't really true. Yeah, no, okay. Sonny did not want Carly to divorce him. He didn't stop her, but the problem was his heart, Mike, wanted Nina. But his head, now that he got his memory back, his head wanted to go back to his life, which meant being married to Carly. But it's every time Nina ran into him, Mike, oops, I mean Sonny. Oh, see, no, mm-mm. We ain't gonna pretend like you're split into two people because you're not two people. You're one person. So anyway, Carly just did not want to go through that cat and mouse, and I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. But anyway, so Sonny's like, so yeah, what? But you wanted to take me down. And he goes, yes, I did. He says, I convinced myself that it would be better for everyone. No, he goes, what about your sisters? What about Donna and Avery? You wanted to take me away from them. And he goes, yeah, I convinced myself it was better. You would be in prison, it would be better for them. But then I realized that was my revenge talking. Because when I really stopped and thought about my siblings, I knew the best thing was not for you to be in jail. I knew that. And that's why, allergies, y'all. And that's why I called it off. You're a traitor. I mean, Sonny was just pretty much being Sonny. And he was saying, he goes, Dex has been looking out for you. And yeah, I've been paying him as well to do it. Because then mom came to us and really she made me realize, and we saw it, Sonny, you're vulnerable. The whole pikeman thing, people were taking shots at you. So yeah, I decided not to go through with it, but I also decided We wanted to keep you safe. We also decided we wanted to keep you safe, period. And he says, Dex has done a good job of it. How many times has he saved your life? And he says, look, Dad, he says, your natural instinct is to push everybody away. Okay, granted, I understand. It may take you a long time to forgive me. So you're going to push me away. He said, you're going to push mom away. He says, if you push Dex away, who will you have? You're going to need someone to talk to. You cannot just be isolated and alone. That your enemies will try to attack. You need someone close to you. And he goes, I know what I need. He goes, you know what? I know you do. But just think about it. There's the danger out there. Someone is trying to kill you. That's real. That's very real. But of course, he's like, he goes, I'll take care of myself. He goes, yep, yes, you will. Yep, oh, okay. He was like, all right, goodbye, Dad. You know. So Michael leaves. Now, mind you, Jocelyn is over talking to Dex. Oh my goodness, she's so worried. And Dex told her what happened, and because she hadn't talked to Carly, and now she's afraid. She told Dex to run. He's like, she says, I don't think Sonny's gonna forgive me. He says, Sonny didn't kill me last night because he doesn't want Carly to be witness to a crime. I think he will plot and have it done later. And so she goes, but no, this is the perfect time for you to quit. Just walk away. He says, I know too much, Jocelyn. I know too much about the organization. And if any other rival bosses find out that Sonny has cut me loose, they're going to try to get at me to get information on Sonny's organization. And if I don't give it to them, which I won't, they're going to take me out. She's looking. And then once the feds find out that I'm no longer one of Sonny's employees, they're going to put pressure on me to make me flip on Sonny. He says, this is just not a win-win. That's when she goes, well, then run. Run tonight before anything can be done. And he goes, I can't leave you. And so she says, oh, I'm going with you. He's like, oh, no, no. I am not about to let you throw your life away. You're in medical school. You have family ties here. No, Jocelyn, I'm not. So she goes, okay, then I got to fix it. I'm going to go talk to Sonny. I'm going to make Sonny see. I can fix this. I can fix this. So she goes tearing out. They kiss each other. She goes tearing out of there. Gets to Sonny's house. Ava opens the door. Sonny's gone. But before that was just a little Dex and Joss story, right? Now let's get back to Sonny. Michael leaves and Ava comes out. Ooh, I'm sorry, Sonny. Like, yikes. I know that hurt with what Michael did. And Sonny looked at her. You heard that, huh? She goes, yeah. So she goes, I'm gonna just go ahead and go. you know. And he says, Ava, do you have a minute? And she looked at him. She said, sure. See, he needed somebody to talk to, didn't he? So he says, sure. She sits down next to him. And she's like, so what are you going to do? He's just shaking his head because she says, Dex. He knows too much. And I know that's tough, but you can't just cut him loose. Because if you just cut him loose, where is he going to go, Sonny? Who might try to pick him up? And so he goes, "Ugh, like, I know." He goes, "Well, what do you think I should do?" I think he said that, something like that. And she says, "Well, he did save our lives just last week, Sonny. If it wasn't for Dex, you and I would not have made it off that island." She didn't even say Avery. She should have said it. Our daughter, they weren't going to spare her, right? All of them would have been dead. She says, Dex saved us, which is one thing Michael had said. Saved Sonny more than once, right? And so Sonny just looks like, that's what makes it hard. So he's just sitting there, and then we cut, I guess, cut to Jocelyn or wherever we cut to. And then the last scene of the show, Dex is jumpy. He's got his gun cocked, loaded. Safety ain't even on. He's shoving it in his back pants. Oh my God, knock on the door. He's all jumpy. And it was Jocelyn the first time. So this time, another knock. He grabs his gun. Oh my God. And he opens the door instead of looking out the peephole. But he opens the door. But look, he would have to have opened it. Even if he would have looked out the peephole, he still would have had to have opened it to Sonny. Okay. So he opens the door and he's like, "Oh my God, boss." And Sonny's just looking up at him. What do you guys think's going to happen? Sonny is going to keep Dex on, but with some kind of provision, some kind of something. I ain't taking this line down, but I either kill you, right? And then look, Jocelyn will be waging war and going to the feds. Really, if I kill you, it's going to be trouble. But he's going to do, it'll be something like, "You're not in my inner circle. You're not my trusted number one." But look, Dex is going to save Sonny's life again in a matter of a day, and then he'll be back in the inner circle. That's what's going to happen there. So it'll just be interesting to hear the conversation that Sonny has with Dex. How he tells him he's gonna get back in his good graces if that's the case. So Drew gets to all of the people she was gonna try to poach to take for her new magazine, to drive Crimson out of business. He stopped all that. And that made her mad. And she's like, "I am not afraid of you, Drew K." She's like, "Bring it. I still own half of this hotel." And he goes, "That's just it. I want to buy it from you." He goes, "Look at it this way. I buy it from you, then you have the money to start your own magazine. But you ain't taking the employees from Crimson. But you can start your own magazine and you'll have all the capital in the world." So she's like, "I'm not selling my half of the hotel. That's mine. You and Carly got Crimson. You're not getting the MetroCorp." Isn't it making you wonder what was that deal she made, Cyrus? That's so interesting. So he's just cocky with it, and he's following her back into the bar area, saying, "But look at it this way, Nina. It's going to answer your cash flow problem, right?" And so Valentine is sitting there talking to Anna, and he, acknowledges he heard she's back to being chief commissioner. And she said, "How's Charlotte?" And he goes, "She's back, getting better. But why are you bringing Charlotte up?" Because he's wondering, now that you're in law enforcement, you going to bring up charges on Charlotte? So Anna just looks at him and said, just wondering. And he goes, I'm, you know, keeping her safe, getting her help. He goes, mm-hmm. And he had a hard time reading her, like, okay, what do you mean with this, right? And she's not giving up nothing, like okay, because I don't worry. No, she's just looking at it. So he looks and he sees Drew following Nina to the bar. So he goes, excuse me, and he gets up and he goes, is there a problem? Everything okay, Nina? Drew, Drew has interfered with me opening, no, but me opening up my magazine, and now he's trying to make me sell my half of the hotel with him, to him. And Drew just looks at Valentine, and Valentine is like, is that so? Well, it is your hotel, half of the hotel, Nina. You don't have to do anything. And Drew just looks at Valentine, looks down, because he's taller than Valentine. He's looking at him. And Valentine is looking at Drew, and Drew walks away. And then Nina does the whole victim. It's bad enough. Blah, blah, blah. It's bad enough. What's my dog doing? She's scratching her ear. I'm going to have to go put her little donut on her. Hold on for a second. So Valentine says, I have another idea which will help you get back at Drew and Carly. And Nina looks at him like, what is it? Do tell. I read this in Comment Corner and I thought, well, this really can't go down that way, but okay. Valentine is about to watch Nina over into ELQ business, which is interesting to me. Let's really look at the landscape. How much with him making her a board member or whatever, because he really doesn't have full autonomy in ELQ. And actually, now that Tracy has Lucy's vote, all they got to do is take another election, another election, and vote him out. That can be done. But let's say he does bring Nina over to ELQ. Does Drew work in the family business? Nope. He hasn't worked at ELQ a day in his life. Is Michael working at ELQ? Nope. Michael's working at Aurora. Does ELQ own any stock in Aurora? Nope. As a matter of fact, Aurora is not even publicly traded. It's a privately held company. ELQ has no stake in Aurora. So whatever Valentine could do for Nina with ELQ would not affect Drew and Aurora in the least, or Michael even. The only thing is, puffed up, that's my family's legacy, ELQ, ELQ, he might stand on his head. But then all the family has to do is pull all their voting rights together and just get rid of them. But let's see if they even think about that, right? I doubt it. I doubt it. So then we have Blaze and Christina. Morning sickness is hitting her hard. She's looking green at the gills and it's making her nauseous, dizzy, and everything else, right? And so Blaze has made her some ginger tea and she's talking to her and smiling at her. And Christina said, I have something to tell you. And she told Blaze that Molly and TJ know that she's gay and that they're, seeing each other. And so first her face was like, and she goes, I'm sorry, you know, um, but it just, Molly could see it, the way we were looking at each other. And I wasn't going to lie to my sister. She goes, no, I understand. She goes, and don't worry, my sister or TJ, they are not going to tell anyone. at all. It's going to be held private. And so she goes, but it is, it's hard, every time we're around other people to pretend we're not in a relationship. And Blaze looked at Christina. And had the biggest smile. Blaze is pretty. Had the biggest smile, said, "We're in a relationship?" And Christina looked at her and she's like, "Well, yeah, I would say we're in a relationship." And Blaze was like, "Yeah." And so she goes, "Well, my mother she's been asking, she wanted to come to town, wanted to come to town. And I've been putting her off, making one excuse after another." She said, "But I can't put her off anymore. So my mom is going to be coming to visit." And Christina said, "Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I understand. And that will be a good time for us to take a little break from each other. Um, I have foundation things I need to do to keep me busy. I still have Charlie's. And when your mom leaves, then we can resume." And so she goes, "No, Chrissy, I'm going to tell my mom." And Christina looked at her and said, "Whoa, wait, wait. You weren't ready to tell your family. And I don't want you to think that I'm pressuring you." Christina says, "Yes, I want you to live your authentic self. But it's up to you, Blaze, when you're able, coming out." She says, "That's a personal decision. And I don't want you to think in any way about that I'm pressuring you to do this." And she goes, "No, I don't. I admire you. And I love how your family accepts you. And you know what? I'm just going to tell my mother." So we already know. Yeah, Eva LaRue. But that's a pretty mother and daughter, because Eva LaRue is a beautiful woman. And Blaze is her daughter. I see it. Wow, good casting. Really good casting. So anyway, we already know what's going to happen there. And Blaze is not going to tell her the first day she's there. And let's see if Blaze starts losing her nerve to tell her, and then Christina will be looking at her like, "Wait a minute, thought you were going to tell her." We'll see. But it's going to cause a problem. And her mother is going to say, "You haven't found a handsome doctor, handsome boy, a handsome whatever," right? So anyway, everybody, that was it. That was it. Let's see what's going to happen. Cliffhanger Friday, because Jocelyn gets over there and Ava's like, "You just missed him." And now Jocelyn's going to have to try to race back to Dex's to see but Sonny's did not come over to Dex's house to kill him. If Sonny is going to have Dex eliminated at this point, see, since it wasn't done in the Pine Barrens, Sonny would just have it arranged, his men to get it done and report back to him, "Boss, it's done." That's how that'll be done if he was going to do it at this point, right? So he ain't going to Dex's house to do it. So let's go to Comic Corner. Comic Corner. I'm going to start at the bottom this time and work my way up to, we're going to do it for 10 minutes. All right, we have Ron. Ron says Sonny's being a jerk to Carly. She has his back and he's having a tantrum because of it, instead of just saying thank you. Now Dex doesn't have to take a dirt nap because of Michael. And Chrissy says Sonny is always a jerk to Carly. He was embarrassed that his family thought he was weak because if they do, then everyone does. He's just realizing that. P. Merle says, "I love Sonny, but he was not himself when he got with Nina, especially in the beginning. He didn't start turning into himself till later. He's just realizing that everyone knew but him, and he's pissed. So was Nina worth destroying his family for?" Uh, this is what he's wrestling with. Otherworldly says Carly knows he's reeling from his control issues. He has to calm down before he can be grateful to her. And then Night Girl says, Happy Valentine's Day, Daily Recap Lady, and everyone. I hope everybody had a very, very nice Valentine's Day, y'all. And then Sandy says, Chase and Brooklyn are cute. Sonny is ridiculous. He should be grateful to Carly and Michael for looking out for him because he was Mike. When he was Mike and weak, he let Needy Nina zap all the mob boss out of him. And Marlene says, Don't be ridiculous. And Marlene says, Nina wouldn't, no, wait, wouldn't or knows better than to do this. And Marlene says, Please, should Nina cower in the corner when Drew wants to punish her, okay? But she did try to correct this, wait, but she did try to correct this decision. In the beginning, after Ava suggested doing this, it was supposed to read, I did appreciate Carly being mature enough. Wait, what? I don't understand that statement, Marlene. Um, to let go of the petty vengeance. But remember, Nina was accepting her fate from Sonny. Yet, Lady, Drew took away her beloved magazine, okay? Carly kept her from her child until after dead. So yes, retribution from Nina, from retaliation from Nina's viewpoint. There is retaliation. Okay, let's talk about this. Nell was already dead. I don't know how many times we all have to say this. Carly did not, I repeat, did not know Nell was Nina's daughter until months after Nell was dead. Ava was in trouble from yet whatever her trouble was. She took Avery up to Sonny's cabin. Avery sneaks out the window, and this is months after Nell was dead. Avery sneaks out the window, wandering through the little woodsy area, finds the necklace. Avery brings the necklace home to Port Charles. She's playing with this necklace around for an additional month or more. Carly finally sees Avery playing with it and says, Avery, what you got there? Hey, Mama Carly. And she showed her the heart and she goes, Where did you get this from? And she says, When Mommy and I went to the cabin a while ago, she got it from the woods. So then Carly started putting two and two together because I guess Carly had already seen the other half. Nina had the half of the heart, right? And I think, because, remember, Carly would go to Nina, and when Nina testified against Nell. So Carly and Nina didn't hate each other then. And I think that's how she saw Nina's half of the necklace. Because Nina was saying Nina was saying she's trying to find her daughter. And she's hoping her daughter would have the other half of the necklace. So at that point, when Carly saw that necklace, she tells Jax, and Jax was with Nina at the time, and they decide to go on a mission to find the jeweler that cut the necklace in half because it was one complete part, right? How they could figure that out from that heart necklace, I don't know, because guess what's made, everybody? There's broken heart necklaces all over. One part is on this part of a necklace, the other part of that heart's on another one. You know? So after they finally find the jeweler, and that's when Jax finds Phyllis, and Phyllis said, that necklace, there was a broken heart necklace that was given to the baby. And Phyllis tells them the story. Months after Nell was dead. So she never, ever kept Nell from Nina, ever. All right. Goodness gracious. Got to say that. How many times? No, I'm kidding. Linda says, Sunny B and Mike made Sunny weak. And hopefully Sonny will realize this. Sonny has to stay sharp because mob bosses are being taken out and Sonny needs Dex, period. I truly hope the writers are on target with the fact that Sonny needs all the help he can get. I love the fact that Sonny has recognized that Nina helped destroy his family by keeping him away from them. If Sonny stays married to Nina, that's his business. But Sonny would be a complete fool to stay married to an unstable individual like Nina. Marlene says, let's put it where it really was. Sonny was recovering from a coma like happening. Yeah, kind of ish. He lost his memory, amnesia. And then we have Lashunta says, when do Sonny get his hands dirty? Carly bad. She made Brick bring her. Well, they never even showed Brick there. She could have drove herself there. Dex really was gonna let Sonny kill him. Shake my head. I said, Michael, don't get mad at Willow, but I'm glad it's over. Um, Old Danny's gonna start acting out. I'm glad Carly saved Dex. Uh, of course, Sonny thinks she betrayed him. Why not take the deal? What deal? Shaking my head. Carly is the reason her kids don't send him up. Carly is the reason her kids, didn't send him up the river. She smashed the recording. Well, he doesn't know nothing about that. Smashed the recording. He knows Carly, but Nina has been under his nose. I don't care nothing about Curtis and Portia, me either. I can't stand her. The way he did Jordan, I'm still salty. Um, I'm so sick of Lucy constantly calling Marty. She deserves her just desserts. I can't stand Lucy. And then Otherworldly says, I just want to remind you, Jordan was not a good wife. She was dedicated to her career, driven law enforcement agent, but she didn't have any time for her marriage. No, she did not. She did not. That's the truth. Otherworldly says on Jordan, remind me of the time and actively in search of to rescue TJ. She didn't involve Curtis or Taggart, who was on her sofa at the time during TJ's captivity. That's right. Taggart was living there. She called Jason and Sonny. LaShunta said to Worley, it doesn't matter. They were so in love. He left her for lies, then married Portia, and she lied too. He thought the grass was greener on the other side. And then we have Lisa says, it's about time Willow looked in the mirror and saw that it has been what has been going on in her life, that Michael is on her side. And Susan said she apologized to Michael. They had a great talk and uh, back together again. They did have a good talk. And then we have Lisa saying, Sam has her hands full. Danny's a teenager. He is Jason's son. Um, I'll, I raised three boys. They grew up like weeds. Oh, you mean they shot up? Yeah, you blink. I guess in that 14, that little preteen hormones. Woo! I certainly set Sam, well, it certainly set Sam up to run into Jason on her bike ride. I know that's what I was thinking. In other words, he says, love you sharing your experience with us, Lisa. Yes, yes, yes. All right, everybody, I'm past 10 minutes, past 10 minutes. That was great comments. Oh my goodness, there's so many more comments. Everybody like, share, give your views. Marlene, keep your views coming. You know, I love the way you are not afraid to come in here, Nina fan. You team Nina. But I love it. See, every soap operas are made for a variety of reasons. Different people like different characters. Different people relate to them, and that's okay. That's why there is a Nina, a character like Nina. And actually, it was Nell. Nina was never like this. They merged Nell's character with Nina's character. They did. They merged that. So anyway, everybody, have a great, great evening. I'll be back tomorrow for another daily recap of General Hospital.